Just a moment of silence. I don't know. How do you even start this?
What's up, critters?
What's up? It's been a huge loss to the critter pit community.
To everything, to the world.
I know our number one most requested guest. Sadly, will never be.
Yeah. Sorry, critters, give me a moment.
Ethan hasn't stopped crying since he heard the news. And, fair enough.
I just don't know where to begin. It's
No.
it doesn't feel real, and it still doesn't feel real.
We've never had to do this on the podcast.
No. It's a figure that just
legendary.
Yeah, larger than life, but so singular, man.
Yeah.
So fucking singular.
Yeah, there's never going to be another voice like him, I think. Like, there'll be voices like him, but just
literally and figuratively.
Yeah, fantastic voice, but just you can't capture the way that he formed stories and just understood the world.
Was his perfect. Visual language, everything. He's one of a kind, man.
Yeah,
and he's gonna be missed.
And also multi-medium artist. Visual artist. He created a lot of music. He just put out an album a couple months ago. Yeah, he just put out an album.
Is it good?
I've only listened to a couple songs. He directed one of the music videos.
Does he sing in it, or what's he doing?
No, it's more. It's not noise, but it's there's some
what you'd expect from him.
Yeah, it's what you would expect from a Lynch track.
David Lynch has passed away at the age of 78.
Young man.
And it's one of those things where it's like he was an old man, He was struggling with a lot of ailments, but it's still you're never ready for something like this.
No,
especially a figure like David Lynch.
And especially through our entire lives, has always been old. He's always looked the same.
He's always old, He's always been around.
Yeah,
he was always. I don't know. His passion, his just way of interpreting and living through the world was so touching. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's an
very genuine artist.
He's one of those artists that when I was first getting into cinema in high school, he was one of the first you go to, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got the big names like Tarantino, Nolan, and then
Lynch.
Got a little deeper. It's like, oh, what's this? David Lynch?
It's crazy.
What the hell is this, right?
The movies that he makes, the fact that he's he's not even that deep on the film iceberg, right?
No.
That's so impressive.
He should
how
be.
Did he do that?
Right,
yeah.
He should be deep.
He should be this insane niche director.
But he is in the upper echelons of well-known names, right? My mom knows.
There's Family Guy bits on him.
He's in Family Guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a recurring character.
Yeah.
Not on Family Guy, on Cleveland Show, I think he's a recurring character.
He's on Family Guy too, though.
Yeah, but I think he's genuinely a recurring character on Cleveland Show.
That's just incredible.
My mom knows David Lynch, he's
both my parents texted me independently, rip David Lynch. Yeah. How are you doing?
It's took him for granted.
Mm-hmm. The body of work that he put out too, is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
All his features, and then even watching a lot of his early animated stuff, it's
so cool, man.
You already feel the Lynchisms and
such a distinct style.
Yeah,
and one that has become its entire own style. It's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah,
Lynchian.
It's Lynchian. I don't know. How often do you think we talk or bring up David Lynch?
Every other episode, at least.
Every other, but I mean, just in our lives,
every day,
daily, right?
The Lynch voice.
There's no other film director that we bring up that much.
I bring up Cronenberg a lot, but that's just my own eccentricities.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to anyone who's remotely into film, Lynch will be brought up.
Yeah,
consistently.
Yeah.
He's just the guy, man.
Definitely deserves the hype too. Like just
watching him in high school. I remember Wild at Heart was my first movie I watched by him, and that was because I was doing Nick Cage November.
Nice.
All those years ago, and it's like, what the fuck is Wild at Heart, right? Starring Nick Cage, and I watched it, and I didn't love it. It was really weird.
Yep.
But I was like, this is
There's
really interesting. Like, I don't know if I love this, but it's fucking interesting. And then I watched
Eraserhead.
Yeah, and I was like, shit.
Eraserhead was the first one that I watched.
This makes me feel so awful. I love it.
Yeah, I watched it in the basement of my high school. Perfect setting to watch Eraserhead. And yeah, it was one that's like, I don't think I like this.
Yeah,
but
for me,
I will not stop thinking about it for the rest of my life.
I didn't think I liked it. Eraserhead, I was like, I quite like this.
I mean,
because it was my second Lynch, so I was a little
more acquainted with it.
Yeah.
I think also all I'd heard of like Eraserhead is like, it's so fucked. Like, it's just like gross.
How like into film were you at the point you watched Eraserhead? Because I was very early in my film going.
Yeah, it was very early. I was really trying to get into film. Like, I think that same year I watched like 8.5 and like Bicycle Thieves.
Okay.
Like that kind of stuff. Like these movies that I'd heard about so much. Like you need to watch.
Yeah.
Then I think like fell off trying to watch like those kind of classic movies after that for a while. But
yeah. See, I watched, what got me into movies is Sardonicast, a podcast. I'd watch all the movies they talked about so I could be in on their conversations. And Lynch, I think Ralph Seppi threw out Eraserhead pretty early, maybe episode 8. I watched it for that, and it was just so fucking the baby, man. Everything.
Like that,
Jack Nance's just face and hair. It's awesome.
The baby is so well articulated too.
Yeah.
Like that puppet is incredible. It's so wet the whole time and just disgusting.
I hope my child comes out like that, just for Lynch.
Yeah, Jack Nance is perfect. David Lynch, regular Jack Nance.
Yeah. Where'd I go after that? I watched Blue Velvet. That was a great one. I loved Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet's great.
Never got into Twin Peaks. I only watched a couple episodes, but I really want to go.
Twin Peaks is so good.
Yeah,
I've watched it like the first 2 seasons. I've seen that twice now.
Hell yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
And I keep where I know Ryan, Elijah, and I are gonna go hard on The Return.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
I need to goon through that.
Yeah.
I watched Mulholland Drive a little bit ago, and that was really amazing.
Yeah.
Loved that movie.
Lost Highway. I had a professor when I was at the U of A doing like film studies courses, and he loved Lynch.
Yeah.
Shout out Tico.
Fuck yeah.
And he showed me like the final clip of this movie. So I had seen it before.
Yeah.
I mean, it hits way harder in context, obviously, but I remember even in the moment being like, this something here is fucked.
Yeah.
And he also showed us a clip from Lost Highway. And I was so scared to watch that movie and I like he showed me that clip when I was probably like 19.
Yeah.
But I was still like, I can never approach this movie. Like it's like so out of it. So like, and I've seen Lost Highway a few times since then. I love that movie. Like I could watch it like 1,000 times.
I gotta watch that one.
That's one Ben was talking about today. How like there's very few narratives that like split, change a protagonist halfway through or whatever. Lost Highway is one.
I love that shit.
Yeah, Patricia Arquette's great in it.
Yeah. Dune. Not the best movie or adaptation, but
really crazy.
That ain't
production
Lynch.
Design. Like
Lynch made some fucking heat in that, regardless.
Yeah.
Which is still.
There's so many, and that's the first Kyle MacLachlan Lynch team up. Like,
so it's goated just for that, right?
Yeah.
Ah, man, Lynch, such a character, man. Like,
it's a Friday once again.
I watched all his weather reports in high school. I remember like quarantine, the worst times of my life, just watching those and being like, it might be okay. It might be okay.
Yeah.
Blue skies and golden sunshine,
Yeah. He stopped doing those in our first year.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was very sad.
It was, man. Wasn't grateful enough for those.
No.
It just doesn't feel real, It's like it's Lynch. For 3 years we've been like, that new movie.
Yeah.
He's cooking. He's about to blow all our minds.
Wisteria.
Yeah. What was the last film thing he did? What did Jack do?
Maybe when was The Return?
It was
The Return was 2017.
Yeah, and what did Jack do? Is like 2018, 2019.
Okay. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Great. No, I mean, I think most people count The Return as the last thing, which is like, from what I've heard, and I've seen a few episodes, like, so Lynch, like, just so what he was all about and what he wanted to do.
Yeah, man.
Like, if you're going to go out, you want to go out on an 18-hour movie.
Yeah.
Like,
God fucking bless him, man.
Yeah.
God fucking bless him. He had to deal with so much Hollywood bullshit, but he
still
was
got to
able
make-
to retain the craziest fucking style and vision.
And edit, like, just...
Imagery. Just his imagery, man, is so great.
Yeah.
Great match cuts. Like, we just watched Elephant Man right before this, and his imagery, even though it's much more restrained in this movie, save for a few parts, is still popping off and so evocative. So many, like, just simple match cuts that you're sort of like, that speaks volumes, right?
It does. Well, there was one cut in particular that we noticed.
It was the
this
cut
incredibly
where,
hard cut.
Where it's cutting from, I think, when he's in his office with Trevs.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to, like, the flash bulb on a camera.
Yeah.
Pulls out to see the whole audience. It's
Yeah.
like,
This is why you're doing
that
this.
speaks volumes to the whole narrative, right?
Yeah.
It's like, he can be very kind, tender, gentle, but it's
Still
all spectacle, you know?
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Yeah, Elephant Man was great. We'll do a pod on that.
1,051, I believe. We got a few more to go. Got a couple more, but we're making headway.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Lynch in the collection, so.
Rest easy, Mr. Lynch. You deserve it.
Oh, yeah.
Polanski thing was shitty, but we're all human.
Can't end on that.
I don't know why I felt compelled.
I hope you're enjoying a Coke.
At the end of the day, we don't know
in
who
heaven.
he was. He could have been evil, but your art really
David Lynch?
was amazing.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to be too parasocial.
No, yeah.
His art was what we're really here
Yeah.
to discuss, and it
Yeah.
touched millions, billions. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Have you seen the documentary of like him? Just,
Oh,
like,
Transcendental
creating?
Meditation.
No. David Lynch, The Art Life.
No.
That's I highly recommend that doc. It's really.
I just
good.
love consuming Lynch media because it's so unique, so fucking funny, man.
Yeah, so funny.
We want to go through our favorite Lynch clips.
There's so many.
Fucking telephone one is a classic.
Yeah.
If you think you've seen a film on your fucking telephone, get real. I love that.
Believe it or not, Eraserhead is my most spiritual film. Elaborate on that.
No. Or, what was the one I was just... I'm so depressed, I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't got a clue.
Or on the flip side of that, I've just had 2 cookies and a Coke. I'm fucking phenomenal.
It'd be so beautiful if you could just cry for me. It'd be so, so beautiful if you could cry and kick around like a baby.
You want to slap me? Slap me. Go ahead and slap me.
I heard you're a funny man. 1, 2, 3, funny. Oh, we hit that one.
We hit that so much in first year.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Where's the horizon? If it's at the bottom, it's interesting. If it's at the top, it's interesting. If it's in the middle, it's fucking boring.
Boring as shit.
Perfect casting.
Yeah.
Lynch as an actor, man. That's. I'm sad I'm not going to see more of that.
Yeah.
Even though he's in Twin Peaks, right?
Yes.
Okay.
As Gordon. He's the perfect character. He plays like almost, I don't know, a creep, like womanizer guy. It's awesome.
Have you seen the clip of him eating panties?
No.
That's a fucking good video. It's like this fan sent me their panties in the mail and she wanted me to eat them. So here we go. And he just fucking tries to eat her panties. It's crazy.
I love him doing the ice bucket challenge. He's like,
oh yeah, he's an iced coffee,
playing,
right?
Yeah, it's iced coffee. He puts the espresso in it and then he plays Somewhere Over the Rainbow on trumpet. I challenge Vladimir Putin.
Fuck, man. We're never gonna be able to replace Lynch.
No.
God.
Maybe he freaks out on that like PA or whatever. For being like, is this scene a little bit too?
Yeah. I think it was the AD.
Yeah. I think the scene's strange. What the fuck?
What the fuck? I would have loved to seen him on fucking Dune.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Rest in peace, Mr. Lynch.
He's kind of... My favorite Lynch cameo is his cameo in Dune. Where he's like one of the harvesters. Yeah. When you just hear his voice and you're like, fuck yeah, where's he? Lynch. Is that his only cameo in his movies?
I feel like he...
No. Because, I mean, he's in Twin Peaks, but...
It's non-Mulholland Drive, I don't think. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. Oh, no. I need to watch more Lynch, truth be told. I really do. Yeah. You need to rewatch. Like, for me...
Great movie.
Yeah, I would be down. Lynch is... like, I watched a good amount of him just in high school. It's been so long. I need to... Time to go
through
back.
The rewatch.
Yeah.
Inland Empire intimidates me. Like 3 hours of dream. Now's the time. Like...
Mount Rushmore, man. He's Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
And no matter who you are, what you say, he is Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
If they take Cronenberg from me this year, I'm done.
2025's off to a rough start.
If they take my favorite David.
All the Davids will be gone. Watch out. You better watch out, Davids.
Davids are coming for you. They are.
Luckily, we have 2 Davids to replace, you know.
Man, David Lynch. Rest in peace, man. I'm just happy you were able to make such great films, even though the constraints of the world were often against you. Mm-hmm. God bless you for getting them out.
God bless.
Rest easy, man.